Hi, this is Rachel with Tarot Dreams, and I wanted to share the messages that I received through Providence, dreams, intuition, visions, and various channelings this week. I'm going to keep this short as I did have a really busy week, so I'm going to break some of this down and keep it as simple and focused as possible. Gaia showed up and presented herself in one of my meditations this week. During that meditation, Gaia showed me life within life, that there's life in everything, and then she started showing me weather events. And in the weather events, she explained to me that some was natural and some was not, that some of her elements were manipulated. I was then visited by the salamander, and the salamander represents renewal, regeneration, and release. So the salamander was letting me know that there is regeneration and renewal after loss. And then Gaia stepped forward and showed me the squirrel. And the squirrel was taking care. It was foraging. It was collecting nuts to take back to its den for the winter. Squirrels do not hibernate, but they're not very active. They don't really get out and forage a lot during the winter. They pretty much all hunker down in their den. So I thank Gaia for coming forward. And then during the week, during a meditation, one of my spirit guides came forth, Running Wolf. And Running Wolf took me to a large body of water, which I don't know if it was the Great Lake, one of the Great Lakes, not been there. But Running Wolf took me to the lake, and he showed me a fish jumping out of the water. And a fish symbolizes wisdom, intuition, life-giving powers, rebirth, fertility, and it's also a link between your higher consciousness. Running Wolf then showed me a pack, and he called me a bean. And I transformed or shapeshifted into a gray and white wolf, and I ran with the pack, exploring and checking out my new community. When I was done, I returned to Running Wolf, and Running Wolf explained to me that I was a bean and that I would plant myself in rich, fertile soil, and I would grow. I would bear fruit, reaching towards the sun, and share my fruit with others. And when my time came, I would decompose and regenerate back into the earth, and then I would regenerate back into life. So he was showing me a life cycle, and he kept calling me a bean, and I would find where I would plant myself. So I thanked Running Wolf for coming forward, and then later this week, Yeshua came and took me to another body of water where the water was high. And as he took me to that, there was a sand bridge underneath the water, and he asked me to walk across it with him, and of course I did. The water was living and flowing over me, and Yeshua explained to me that water was free, it was natural, it was living, and it was sovereign in its own self, and that nobody had rights to the water, that the water was life. And he explained to me that there would be those that would claim rights to the water, and that they don't have rights to the water, basically, is what I gathered from what he was showing me. As I walked away with Yeshua, he assured me that he would always be connected to us, and that there would be no place that we would not be able to connect with him. So he sent me messages of love. He embraced me in love. And then he showed me a great writing with a black feather and a blue light, and that there would be messages that were coming, and that he would show me later on in the week. So once again, I was shown the salamander and a squirrel. So I took it that, we are in a time of release, regeneration, and renewal, and that we are free, we are sovereign, we are autonomous, but we should be prepared for changes and follow our intuition and our inner guidance system. I thank you for stopping by, and I thank you for listening to my messages, and I will keep you updated on any manipulation or weather events or anything like that that I come across. But I'm definitely picking up something with the great shaking and water. So we will see what happens, but there is no place that we are not able to connect with Yeshua. So thank you so, so very much, and I appreciate you listening and your time. Thank you.